returned missed field goal for a touchdown. It was one of the best games I've ever seen. I saw an Ohio State-Michigan game a few years ago. It was like 10 years ago, and everybody wanted them both to play again for the national title. I've seen a lot of games in my life. That game last night at the Rose Bowl is an all-time game. And I want to say this, that we in the media, I know this morning everybody is going to say, come on, you got to put these teams in the playoff. Let's just enjoy what we saw last night. We just sat down and we ate a 3.5-hour meal, and the appetizer was perfect, and the wine was good, and the meal was amazing, and the dessert was the best we'd ever had. That was just 4 hours of unbelievable television. It had bad officiating. It had crazy coaching. It had a big lead. It had a wild comeback. It had unbelievable quarterback play. We just got to enjoy some stuff, folks. Sports doesn't get any better than that. And tip of the cap, not only to USC, but to Penn State. That was a 70% road game. And USC has crushed everybody for 2.5 months, and they met their match last night. Now, Penn State's a real football team, and they return everybody next year. Watch out for both these teams. Let me start with this. So this morning, everybody is saying, even Clay Travis, who's coming on in 30 minutes, come on, you got to have Penn State in the championship, you got to have USC. Remember, what we learned from college football this year is you can't have a terrible loss. This is what the committee told us. The committee knew USC was good. They put them way up there. The committee knew Penn State was good. They put them way up there. But Alabama didn't have a terrible loss. Clemson didn't have an ugly loss. Ohio State lost close to a good team, and Washington's ugly loss was 26-13, and they had the ball in the fourth. USC is to blame for not getting in. USC did not start Sam Darnold until week 4, and they knew he was the best quarterback. I know because I know their coaches. But they were afraid that Max Brown, if he didn't get the nod, would transfer. They didn't have a backup to Sam Darnold. So USC didn't start the quarterback they knew was the better player. That's on USC. And Penn State didn't make it because they got humiliated by Michigan. Why? Because Michigan's a senior-dominated defense with 22 and 23-year-olds, and Penn State's a bunch of babies with freshmen and sophomore everywhere. And in September, they weren't ready to play with them. Later in the year, they would have been. They had 10, 12 games under their belt. But USC lost 52-6, and Penn State lost 49-10. What the committee said is, you can lose games. And you can even lose a game at home, Washington. But you can't be humiliated on a field that we're not going to let you in. And I know everybody gets caught up. My buddy Clay gets caught up on, what if you win your conference championship? You got to be in. I don't buy that for a second. Iowa almost got in because of the uneven schedules and uneven divisions within a conference. I mean, the SEC East is embarrassing. The SEC West is unbelievable. One side of the Big Ten Conference is unbelievable. The other side is pathetic. That you can be on a weaker side for 10 years, know that, schedule a week out of conference, and sneak your way into a conference championship. And then, if you get lucky and the starting quarterback of the other team twists an ankle, you can be a 4-loss team in the Final Four. I don't want automatic qualifiers because you win the conference championship unless we have a